So the thing I learned this year is no matter how many times you get knocked down, you have to get back up again. This year, I lost my accreditation for both the UN General Assembly and COP30. I spent days writing a proposal to speak at the Canadian Pavilion with 7 other amazing Canadians fighting for climate action at COP30 to get my accreditation back. And I just found out that while Canada turned me down, they did have room for a panel of 6 oil and gas executives. There were 1,600 fossil fuel lobbyists, or 1 in 25 delegates. It's hard to tell how many were Canadians, but there were lots. And this year, they were also joined by record numbers of 300 industrial agricultural lobbyists fighting against biodiversity protection and 531 carbon capture lobbyists pitching business as usual. Instead of promising to decarbonize during COP, Canada announced a major liquefied methane pipeline project, and a new pipeline with Alberta was announced today, despite a BC oil tanker ban and with no Indigenous consultation about the fact that this pipeline will cross their land. I'm sorry, but the timing feels like Canada is saying to the climate. It's so bad, Stephen Guilbeault, Canada's former environment minister, resigned today. Canada also left halfway through the COP process. Canada is still the only G7 country whose greenhouse gas emissions have risen since the Paris Agreement was signed in 2015, and we have not achieved any emission reductions since 1990. I know I'm just a kid, but I don't understand. Prime Minister Carney, you're the chosen one. COP got fired this year, which seems like a pretty accurate symbol of the state of things. More than 80 countries pushed for a roadmap to transition away from fossil fuels, but Saudi Arabia and Russia battled against it, and Canada and the US fought against it by not being present. Now, there are no mentions of fossil fuels in the text at all. The thing about these conferences is that either everyone agrees or it doesn't pass. So I guess if things are going to change, it will have to be all of us regular people demanding to do it. Do you know why there are so many lobbyists at COP? Because they're scared. Because they know this is the end. Take some time tomorrow. Visit your representatives and demand change for the future of your children. 2026 is going to be our year. The year adults finally start listening and decarbonizing. When you're down, you've got to count your blessings. My blessings are the friends I have made with Corals for Conservation and Reserva, everyone I've met at the conferences I've been to, and all the great people I've interviewed. There are so many people fighting for our planet. 2026 will be the year I finally get to attend a climate COP in Turkey after trying for 5 years. I'll also be fighting for biodiversity protection at COP30 in Armenia, and there is a new fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty conference in Colombia in April. Let's fight together. Be the superhero you always wanted to be when you were a kid like me. We kids need you. Together kids can save the world. Please like and subscribe.